Welcome. We'll start our practice in child's pose. Snuggle your hips back towards your heels and take a deep breath, releasing the day. Offering from here to walk your hands towards the right side of your yoga mat. Stack your left palm over the right hand. As you lace your fingers together, slide your left hip deeper back to left heel and breathe into the left side of your rib cage. Same thing other side, walk your hands to the left, stack the palm of your right hand over top, lace your fingers together, and feel the healthy traction moving down the whole right side of your rib cage. From here, we'll meet in tabletop, hands and knees, moving into cat-cow. So inhale, lifting your chest and tailbone, and exhale, rounding your spine. On your next in-breath, find a neutral spine, walking your knees together. Take all 10 toes off to the left side of your mat and straighten your top, that's the right leg. You're going to take some exhales to lift your right leg high in line with your hip joint to strengthen the outer hip. On this last lift, pause, bend your knee, and see if you can bind, holding your right foot with same right hand. And if you can't do that, you can always mimic the shape of your body or keep your right leg straight or keep your toes down on the mat. Let's take one last deep breath here. Meet me back in table, hands and knees. Inhale, cow pose, lift heart and tail. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine. Let's find a neutral spine again, walking your knees together. Take all 10 toes off to the right side of your mat, straighten your left leg, and on your next exhale, lift your left leg high in line with your hip joint. Take at least 3 cycles to lift and lower the leg. And then if accessible, bend your left knee, grabbing left foot with left hand, and taking a few big breaths. Make sure to tip your hips forward as you lean your left shoulder back so there's stability in your lower spine. Let's meet back in tabletop for one more cycle of cat-cow. And now lift your hips to downward facing dog pose. A few cycles of breath to do whatever feels good here. You can bend one knee as you straighten the opposite leg, get any of the wiggles out, or be as still as you're craving today. From your downward facing dog, bring your feet wide apart, lift your heels, and point all 10 toes to the right. So the intention here is to feel a side stretch down the whole right side of your body while keeping both hands evenly weighted and both underarms still pointing to the floor. Changing sides, lift your heels, point your toes to the left, and feel the stretch moving down the whole left side of your body. Let's pick up those heels and point your toes forward this time. Forward to a plank on your inhale, and back to down dog exhale. Again, lift your heels and round your spine to high plank for the inhale, and then lift your hips back, down dog exhale. Last one just like this, inhale, high plank. This time, lower your knees to the floor and then meet me on your belly for cobra. Prong fingertips off your mat and inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, release back to your belly. 2 more cycles, fingers stand cobra, lift as high as your low back feels safe. And exhale, get longer on the out breath. Next one's different. When you lift your chest, dip your left shoulder forward and look over the right shoulder, so stretching through the left side of your neck. Inhale through center, and then twist in the opposite direction. Make sure to place your pubic bone firmly to the floor. No pain in your lower back, just a nice stretch to your neck. Inhale back through center, and then lower onto belly, hands underneath shoulders, lift seat to heels, a brief child's pose. Ripple forward to table, hands and knees, and then meet me in down dog, full stretch. Slowly walk forward to a fold uttanasana at the top of your mat. And let's place 2 fists between the inner ankles, so we'll practice with our feet about hip width and parallel. From here, walk your fingers towards the right, so another side bend. Bend your right knee, straighten your left leg, and again, breathe to that left side body. And again, switch sides, walking hands to the left, bend your left knee, kick that right hip out, and walk your right fingertips as far away from that hip as feels sweet into the side of your body. So your rib cage, your TFLs, your IT band. Slide hands to low legs, find a halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. A few breaths round your spine up to standing, so we'll meet in Tadasana, mountain pose. From mountain, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, big inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, bow. Give your low legs a push, halfway lift. Step right foot back to a lunge, modified sun salute, lower your knee down. Inhale, lift your arms up, lace your fingers, but release the index, and side bend to the left. You can always tuck your right toes under, push into the toes to lighten the pressure held down on the knee. You could always put a block or a pad under that knee for more comfort. Next exhale, dip your right fingertips to the floor and lift your right knee. Sweep your left arm up towards the ceiling, big twist, inhale. Exhale, left hand to the wall behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm forward to the top of your mat and exhale all the way back again. Opening up your pectoral. Connect your hands to the floor and step your left foot back to down dog. Again, let's bring our feet wide apart. Lift your heels and point all 10 toes to the right. This time, keep your toes pointing to the right, but wave forward to your high plank pose, feeling a squeeze to the left side core obliques. Inhale. And then lift your hips back towards your downward facing dog. Let's lift our heels and point all 10 toes to the left. Same thing, other side. Keep your toes pointing to the left, but wave your spine forward to high plank. So make sure you're on the full inner left foot and the whole outer right foot. Both shoulders still facing forward. And then lift your hips back to down dog, pointing your toes and heels forward. Inhale, high plank. Drop down to the knees, and let's do 3 modified chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, straighten the arms. 2 more. Try to draw your hip bones forward to your ribs so that your low back doesn't sink or sway to the floor. And then lift your hips to down dog. Big breath. Next inhale, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, tap your knee to your nose. 2 more. 3-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Now lift your hips high enough that you can step right foot through to lunge. Lower your left knee down, and as you inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, step forward to a fold at the top of your mat. Feet are still hip width, parallel, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Through chair pose, bend your knees, reach both arms up. Inhale. Exhale, stand up and reach your hands to the back wall. Inhale, chair arms forward. Exhale, stand up, swim the arms back. Last full cycle, inhale, chair. Exhale, tricep extension. Chair, inhale, this time forward fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale. And step your left foot back to a lunge, lower the knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up, lace your fingers, release the index, find a side bend to your right. And a few big breaths into the left side of your rib cage. Keep rolling your left shoulder back. You could even look under that arm towards the sky, finding a subtle rotation into your neck. Moving into our twist here, prong your left fingertips to the earth, lift your left knee, and sweep your right arm up towards the sky. This is our new inhale. And as you exhale, right hand to the back wall. Inhale, reach right arm forward to the top of your mat. Exhale all the way back again. So creating 6 of those Ardha mandalas, half a semi or sacred circle. Nice way to air out the heart and bring more mobility into your chest and shoulder. Connect both hands to the floor before you transition to down dog. Again, bring your feet wide apart, lift your heels, point all 10 toes towards the right. We're going to wave it forward towards our plank pose. And know that you can stay here, or this time, try lifting your right hand up. You're in a modified side plank. Keep pressing the left arm down, lifting left ear from your shoulder. Let's change sides, right hand down, lift your heels, point all 10 toes to the left. Keep that as you slide forward to your high plank. And then lift your left arm up. A few big breaths into Vashisthasana. You can look forward or up to your left hand, Hastagara Drishti. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down to the floor. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward to high plank. This time, on or off the knees, find low plank chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Up dog's like cobra, but your knees and thighs will stay lifted. And exhale to downward facing dog, rolling over strong feet and dexterous toes. From down dog, lift your left leg up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, tap left knee to nose. 2 more, 3-legged dog, inhale. Squeeze all the old air out, exhale. Space for the new, inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose. Now lift your hips high enough that you can step left foot through to your lunge, lower your right knee. On your inhale, lift both arms up. And exhale, step forward to a fold. Let's take a halfway lift on your next inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And again, through chair, bend both knees, lift your arms up. Exhale, stand up and reach hands to the back wall. 2 more, weight is in the heels, chair. Exhale, feel your triceps as your arms reach back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, stand. Chair pose, inhale, this time forward fold. Take a halfway lift on your in-breath. Step right foot back, but keep the knee lifted, right hand down, only left arm up, twist. As you exhale, tap left hand to your heart. 2 more, shoulder blades hug together behind you. Exhale, left hand to heart like a bear hug. Last one, inhale. Self-love, exhale. Reach your left arm up, inhale. Connect both hands to the floor, we'll meet in down dog. As before, bring your feet wide apart, lift your heels, point your toes towards the right. Slide forward towards your high plank pose. And as we did before, lift your right arm up. Now we'll make this our inhale. As you exhale, you can stack your feet together. You could take a big side bend. Right arm might hug the ear. Big inhale. Connect both hands to the floor from down dog. You guessed it. Lift your heels, point your toes to the left, slide it forward towards your high plank pose. And let's lift the left leg up. This time, stack your left foot on top of the right one and slide your left arm beside the ear, so a big lateral stretch. Keep rolling that left shoulder back. You could look under your arm to the sky, or you could bring left hand behind the head to support the neck. We'll meet in down dog, sliding forward to high plank on your inhale, low plank on or off the knees for your exhale. Cobra or up dog for your inhale. And we'll meet in our downward facing dog on your exhale. On your next inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, draw knee to nose and step it forward to a lunge. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step forward to fold. Halfway lift in breath. Exhale, bow. Come all the way up to chair pose. Inhale. Let's stay in chair pose this time. Inhale, only work the arms as you swim your hands back. This time, forward fold. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. And step your left foot to the back of your mat. Again, knee stays lifted, only right arm up. Exhale, right hand to heart. 2 more. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hand to heart. Last full cycle. Inhale, like a bear hug. Exhale. Reach up, in breath. Connect both hands to the floor. We'll meet in down dog. Last time like this, bring your feet wide apart, lift your heels, point all 10 toes to the right. Keeping toes pointing right, wave it forward to high plank pose. Let's reach the right arm up as you did before. Inhale. This time, bring your right hand to the left rib cage. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right hand to left rib cage. Last one to feel the side core obliques turn on. Inhale to reach up. We'll meet in down dog. Lift your heels, point your toes to the left. Keeping that, wave forward towards your high plank pose. And this time, reach your left arm up. Big breath. Exhale, left hand to right side ribs. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale to curl into your core. Last one. Left hand feels the muscles that are working on that right side body. Inhale, commit both hands and step back, down dog. Inhale forward to your high plank. Exhale, low plank, chaturanga. Roll over the tops of your feet, cobra or up dog. We'll meet in down dog. Exhale. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Tap knee to nose. Help to step that foot through to your low lunge, right knee down. Inhale, big stretch, arms up. Exhale, step forward to your fold. Take a halfway lift on your in-breath. Exhale, forward bow. And through chair pose, bend your knees. Let's reach both arms up. This time, stand tall, hands to heart, samasthiti. Breath just to ground and feel. From here, we're coming into our first leg balance, tree pose. Standing on your left foot, bend your right knee, point your knee to the right. Your foot can stay on the floor, your left calf muscle, or above your knee to the inner thigh. We'll bring right hand to your right leg and sweep your left arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, find a side bend towards the right. So your right forearm can lay across your thigh. Breathe into the left side body. You're the bend without breaking tree. You're the strong but supple tree. Let's bring hands back to the chest. Inhale. And straighten right leg. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten the leg from the hinge of your knee joint. Last one, inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg. Now keep hands to heart as we transition to Dikasana. Bow forward and extend your right leg to the back of the room. Now bend your left knee to lower your center of gravity, and with your right toes, find the back of your yoga mat, high crescent lunge. Just take a deep breath, dismount. This is our new inhale position. Try to lengthen low back so it points to the floor. Inhale. Find a twist to the left. Bring your right arm forward and sweep your left hand towards the back wall. Again, inhale, reach arms forward. Exhale, twist, same direction to your left. Last one, inhale, same side to your left. Now pause. Reach so far forward through that right side body that you reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling. Left hand can touch your lower back, making sure there's a little pelvic tilt forward. You could even cup your skull with right hand. So low back is lengthening down, right hand lengthening up. Let's bring right hand all the way to the floor and walk your left foot halfway down the widest edge of your mat in front of you. Inhale, we'll take a side bend. Left arm hugs the ear. Exhale to sit down on your right hip. Inhale lifts you. Exhale lowers you. Last one to lift up, and this time side plank. Should be familiar with this one by now. Stack left foot on top of the right one. We'll meet in high plank for the inhale, low plank for the exhale. Take a big breath, cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog is where we'll meet. Next inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. This time, stack your right hip over the left one. Bend your knee while keeping both underarms pointing to the floor. So a nice big side body stretch. Next exhale, step your right foot forward for warrior one. Commit your left back heel to the floor, but otherwise it's like a lunge. Your hips and heart are pointing forward to the top of your mat. Next inhale, reach the arms all the way up, warriors. Bend your left elbow and pat your back with your left hand. Your right hand can hold onto your left elbow or tricep. Exhale, side bend towards the right. And this side bend might be so subtle that no one could see it with the naked eye. Just keep your hips and shoulders facing forward, maybe looking under left arm subtly. Last big breath into left side body. And as you exhale, hook your left elbow outside your right knee, so deepest twist yet. You could keep the left heel down like warrior one, or lift the heel so now it's like you're in a high lunge position. Every inhale, lengthen your spine so it's a safer twist on your exhale. Next inhale, untwist, fingers to the floor. Step your left foot in halfway so you're in pyramid pose. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and exhale like your heart could touch your right big toe. And take a few more cycles of breath, an opportunity to move a little slower, to comb through your body with breath and awareness, and to untangle yourself if you feel at all crumpled today. Walking some weight into right foot, lift your left leg high, standing L-shape pose where you can stay, or right hand holds on to right leg, and left hand might join it, a bit of a balance. Last big breath, belly draws in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Fingers and all 10 toes to the floor. Let's cross left ankle over and in front of the right one and walk hands to the left side of your mat. Kind of like we did at the start of class, but now our ankles are crossed, so the stretch might be deeper. Unhook your ankles for your halfway lift. Hands to hips, exhale, and inhale all the way up to standing. Take a breath in mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. As you bring hands to heart, bend your left knee, point your knee to the left, and find your variation of tree pose left foot to floor, calf muscle, or inner right thigh. This time, left hand is coming to left thigh, palm faces up. Sweep your right arm towards the ceiling. Optional, very subtle side bend towards the left. So hugging to the heartwood, the core of your tree, it's the oldest, deepest, wisest layer of you. Bringing hands back to heart, point left knee forward and exhale, straighten left leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Last one, inhale. Exhale, keep that left leg straight, hands to heart. We're moving to Dikasana. As you dip forward, lean your left toes back. And remember, the standing knee can bend to lower the center of gravity so those left toes can find the back of your mat, high crescent lunge. Next inhale, reach both arms up. Once you've found your dismount, remember that you can always bend the left knee a little so that your lower back can point more to the floor. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Last one, inhale. Twist to the same direction, your right. Now bringing your right hand to your lower back, reach your left arm up. This is revolved exalted warrior. Your right hand can support your lower back. Your left hand could always cradle your skull so that you're pulling up through the neck. To dismount, left hand is to the earth, a little wider than shoulder. Start to heel till right foot, at least halfway down the widest edge of your mat. Point all 10 toes to the right. Inhale to lift the hips up. Exhale, you're sitting down on your left hip. That's the bottom one. Make sure there's no pain in your right knee. There's a 90-degree angle with your ankle, knee, and hip joint. You could stay here or stack your right foot over the left one. So last full Vashisthasana. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Find your back bend. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Next inhale. Stretch your left leg to the sky. Open up the hips, bend your knees. So your hips are pointing left, shoulders still to the floor. Step that left foot forward. Connect your right heel to the earth, finding your warrior one. Remember, your back heel stays down, but hips and heart shine forward. Inhale, arms up. Well-deserved pat on your back with your right hand between the shoulder blades this time. Hold on to your elbow or tricep with left fingers and side bend towards the left. You might feel this stretch all the way through the right side calf muscle, to the front of your thigh psoas, where thigh meets low belly. Let's hook right elbow outside left knee this time. Remember, right heel can stay down like warrior or lifted like high lunge. Inhale, lengthen spine. And exhale to twist, massaging your internal organs. Inhale, untwist, and release your fingertips towards the earth. Step your right foot at least halfway in, finding pyramid pose or intense side stretching pose. Every inhale waves your spine forward, and every exhale, it's like your heart could touch your left big toe. Micro bend your left knee as you transfer weight to left foot. Walk your hands forward about a paw print and lift your right leg up. Your right toes are still pointing to the floor for standing splits or standing L. Your left hand can come to the back of your left leg. The right hand might join it. It's like you're pulling up on an imaginary sock. Pada Bandha foot lock up to Mula Bandha root lock. Sweep your right ankle over and in front of the left one as you fold. Walk your hands to the right side of your yoga mat. Unhook your feet, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. This time, come all the way up to standing. Arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, Samasthiti. Big breath just to feel. Bring your feet together at the top of your mat. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart, lean forward. Take a lengthening breath for your spine. And then twist towards your left. Hook your right elbow outside your left knee, drawing your right knee and right hip back so the pelvis stay neutral. You might look down to help you balance. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. And just pause here for a moment to find your center. When you untwist, walk your hands down the right widest edge of your mat so you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Reach your hands forward and slide your hips back so it feels like you're in a wide-legged down dog. Let's twist. Left hand holds your outer right leg. From here, bend your left knee and look under your right arm towards the sky. Reach that left hand forward and switch sides. Right hand holds the outer left leg and bend your right knee. So tractioning through the spine, getting an inner thigh stretch. Last big breath. As you look left to the top of your mat, turn all 10 toes forward, plant your hands, step left foot back to down dog. Inhale forward to high plank pose, exhale to low plank chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step that foot through to warrior two. Inhale, left fingers windmill you up to standing. On our inhale, let's straighten right leg, reach the arms up, and exhale, come back to warrior two. A few more cycles like this. Inhale, straightening right leg. Exhale, hands through heart to warrior. This time, straighten your right leg. Keep that open arms wide. Tip so far forward that right fingers can find the earth, a block, or your shin, triangle. Sweep left arm beside your ear so you're in a deeper side stretch. Your left hand could even cup your skull, lengthening the last few vertebrae of your neck. Let's now bring left hand to left hip, look down, and lift your left leg up to half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. Find your outer left hip that's strong like our toe taps from the start of class. You could stay or bend left knee heel to bum and grab left foot with same left hand, looking either forward or up to the ceiling. This is Ardha Chandra, half moon, Chapasana, sugarcane. When you're ready to release, keep left leg up, bend both knees and tap left knee to your nose. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, left knee to nose. Now cross your left ankle over and in front of the right and walk hands to the left. We've done this once before in today's class. This time we're going to keep the ankles crossed and round the spine up to standing. Keep reaching the arms up. And for eagle, left elbows going under the right one. You can reach opposite shoulder, backs of hands or palms touch, bend both knees. Left toes stay on the floor or float or hook around your right calf muscle. Take a few breaths into this balance. Balancing on one foot, it's hard to think of anything else in the world, which can be really grounding. Next inhale, reach the arms up, draw left knee to your chest, and exhale, foot to earth, hands to heart. Take a moment just to ground. Bring your feet together again. Chair pose. Bend your knees, arms up. Exhale, hands touch chest, lean forward. Twist to the right this time. Keep drawing left knee, left hip back. You might look down. Weight is in right leg. Can you step that left foot all the way back to a lunge? You can always put your left knee down for stability. Couple breaths. When you untwist, walk your hands down the left longest edge of your mat. Again, Prasarita, Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Take any variation you love, wrapping peace fingers around the big toes. Here, I'm demoing a headstand, which you can do if you're 100% confident, or bring your mat up to a wall and take about 12 cycles of breath, or however long you can stay. As you're ready to come down, slide hands under shoulders, look right, and walk all 10 toes so that they point forward. We'll transition to down dog from here. Cycle through a vinyasa at your own speed. If you need something more gentle at this point of practice, you can always cycle through a few cat-cows. Inhale your left leg up and step that foot forward to warrior two. Right heel connects to the inner mat. Right fingers take you up through standing. Check out the left heel makes a line that intersects with the inner arch of right foot. Inhale, straighten left leg, arms up. Exhale, hands through heart to warrior two. A few more just like that, strengthening your left hamstring. This time, as you straighten left leg, keep the leg straight, arms wide. Reach through the left fingers until they touch the earth, a block, or if you're pressing fingers to shin, try not to hyperextend your left knee. Bring your right arm along the ear, side stretch, big breath. When you're ready for half moon, right hand to right hip, lift that right leg up. You can even use your hand to feel the strength down the outer right hip, glute med. Bend right knee, heel to bum if you're finding the bind Chapasana. You can look forward or have courage to look to the ceiling. Keep your right leg in the air as you square the hips and place right fingers to the floor. This is your inhale. Exhale, bend both knees, right knee to nose. Inhale, heart forward, leg back. Exhale, both knees will bend. Last cycle just like this. Let's hook right ankle over and in front of the left and walk hands towards the right. Remember, we're keeping the ankles crossed, so be careful as you round your spine up to standing and keep reaching the arms all the way up for eagle. This time, right elbows under the left, big bear hug, or your variation. When you bend the knees, right toes can stay to the floor, they could float, or hook around your left calf muscle. I like to bring elbows high in line with the shoulders, stretching the rhomboids between the shoulder blades. Eagle focus. As you stand, draw your right knee to chest and reach both arms up. Exhale, foot to earth and hands to your heart. We're moving to the floor, bringing your feet wide apart. Malasana, sink hips to heels. Just make sure your knees and toes are pointing out to 10 and 2 o'clock. We'll meet sitting down on the floor. Bend only your right knee and cross your right ankle over the left thigh for our twist. Right hand comes behind you. Left arm reaches up to hook outside of your right knee. You could stay in this variation or bend both knees, as long as you can keep both sits bones firmly on the floor. So the right one wants to lift, try not to let it. If this is too deep, you could instead just hug right knee to chest with the help of your left hand. Every inhale lengthens you, and every exhale you might twist a little deeper. you can find a counter stretch in the opposite direction before moving into our hip stretch today. Option 1, figure 4. Hook right ankle on top of your left thigh, or Gomukhasana, hook your right knee over the left one. You could sit up on a cushion to keep your hips elevated, or wedge something under your bottom left knee just so both sits bones are firmly planted to the floor. You might even find a neck stretch while you're here. Bringing your right hand behind you, holding your left elbow crease, draw left ear to left shoulder, and breathe between the right side of your neck and shoulder trapezius. Bring your feet to the widest edges of your mat and wash your knees from right to left, internally and externally rotating through the hip. When you're ready to move to the other side, only straighten that right leg, cross your left ankle over right thigh, or do this with both knees bent. Left hand behind you, right elbow hooks outside of the left knee for this twist. I like to make sure left fingertips can be weightless, so left hand might come to the lower back. Try not to twist the lower back. Just hug left shoulder blade onto the back. You might even look back. Find the hip stretch that works for you. Gomukhasana if possible. Cross the left knee all the way over the right. You could also do this shape with your right leg extending, so you're getting a bit of a hamstring stretch as well. Option for the next stretch, bring your left forearm behind you, hold right elbow, and draw right ear towards right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your neck. This is space for you, your truth. When you're ready to come out of this shape, bring your feet wide apart. Before we take our windshield wipers, lie all the way on your back. You can bring your arms out into two 90-degree angles, and again, wash your knees to the right and then over to the left. As you point your knees left, you might look right. Inhale, knees and nose to center, and exhale, switch sides. Knees to the right, look left. Bringing the soles of your feet together, let your knees wing open wide. Spend as long as you like in Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly pose. We'll eventually find Shavasana by straightening the legs, let your toes flop out to the sides. You can even tuck your shoulders deeper under the chest and make sure you're resting on the very base of your skull. Spend as long as your schedule will allow in Shavasana. When you are ready to transition into the rest of your day, you can spend some time in a seated meditation. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.